Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial where we'll learn how to create Euler's totient function in MATLAB. Don't let the name scare you off, this topic is surprisingly simple and super cool. First, let's understand what Euler's totient function is. Euler's totient function counts the number of positive integers up to a given integer n that are relatively prime to n. Two numbers are relatively prime, or coprime, if their greatest common divisor, GCD, is 1. The function is denoted by phi of n, and it's named after Leonhard Euler, an 18th century Swiss mathematician who introduced it in 1763. Now let's break down the code step by step. We start by declaring a function named Euler totient that accepts one input, num, and returns one output, phi. Since every prime number is coprime with integers less than itself, Euler's totient function for a prime is simply the prime number minus 1. So using an if statement, we check whether the number is prime. If it is, we set phi to num minus 1. Otherwise, we use the definition of Euler's totient function to calculate phi. We initialize a variable count to 0, which will track how many integers less than num are coprime with it. The for loop iterates from 1 to num, and with each iteration, we check if the current value of the loop index, k and num, are coprime. If the GCD of k and num is 1, they are coprime, and we increment count by 1. After the loop finishes, the final value of count is stored in phi, which is our output. Don't forget to terminate the function for and if statements with the end keyword. Now, let's call the function at the beginning of the script and run it. Let's take it a step further with some fun visualization. We'll plot the first 1,000 values of Euler's totient function. For that, we use a for loop that iterates 1,000 times, with the index n incrementing from 1 to 1,000. At each iteration, we calculate phi and plot the point n, phi using MATLAB's plot function. The plot x, y function creates a 2D line plot of the data in y versus x. The third argument in the plot function is the line spec, where we specify the marker symbol as a dot and the color as blue. Since the line style is omitted in the line spec, the plot will show only the points and no lines. New plots are generated at each iteration of the for loop. To ensure the new plots are added to the current figure without erasing the previous ones, we use the hold on command. Finally, we specify the labels for the x-axis, y-axis, and add a title. Now let's run the code. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coding and math content. See you in the next video. This is Tough Nut, signing off. Happy coding.